Okay.
Because you see the effect, the positive effect of this law.
We will.
You will.
Jentina moya assumption no custodial. One say honorable Afenyo can say or former so now so ne how ne say assumption no. Ntina anytime be for the past 2 weeks or better because I'm not sure assumption ni be able. Ade a person correct no. Ye nim say in prison se ho no. Eno ano mo ye wo. Nti say wo de nipa no kwa ni obeba no na che say ya be kan from pan to fire.
Assumption no is in respect of omo di omo sika shame a promotion.
Oh,
the other ones no, their market no option.
Okay.
To either a fine or a custodial sentence or both. And normally no, say depending on the facts of the case, the court can fine you and you go. So which is a law, my friend, if you are known to the court, if you keep doing it, then the court may impose a custodial sentence. Because you see, in sentencing, there's a certain principle concerning an offender who has been convicted.
Okay.
In the eyes of the society, being exercised through the justice delivery system and what judiciary, you are a danger to the rest of everyone.
Okay.
You feel.
Thank you.
You pollute everybody else, so they take you out to go and reform and come back.
Now we show your prison see a reformation.
I know you're a different topic. I ever come once.
I see.
Wow. So until by wa udu sika back room and do sika beba say. Omaimuha. Yeah. Thank you. Ubeba omaimuha do sika beba say. Ube corrupt ye mebuni ye mesi a wokroma no. I know they say do too.
Before by na temra no na mohu ana matete omo shada di omu sika be.
Promoters are even more terrible than the people who engage in it.
But oman so hia wom if it's a reasons na omo de no poverty ka ho.
Yeah, yen kase o hia no oman nse.
Okay.
Ya sense enya ne sa.
Okay. Enti cheye hanu biemu se de na ebi mu ye na enti obi koya ade a wo chi na wo so de na kotum ase yen shedan temra na se because e ma abontina na musu mu model Roma enti ase unchi mu a wo de ma se ani che se dia all ye no de ye chi no a enye se straight here de na ko
there's an option there be.
Enti George Crobert na asem ni so be hwe no se we no afiase na se no ana se mema na so twe fro
fine na
se te sade a na ye den na honorable Afenyo marking ani abre
promotion no
promotion na ni abre oh we are sure
oh me sure promotion and so no apart from promotion so all the other offenses no so yanya ni sa na so there be the judges must have an option
na ho de enti na ni abre se ya uti wo ye NGO fa be boa yen emfa matwe yen mabunu nko saade anim na mom so uba ana usi wo ho ato wo de wanya usika nti uba be fa obi wo be boa obi na wo de ne kwhye saade anim a se wo ye wo boa obi abo saade no da ru no ye de wo be kwa akotum na ho na ye ni problem
ho na ye ni problem
ugidi
why
edenti na area we san for your mamumu atwen ya me adan ho akwaba nti sese de ya sanita no atena sentie ne no ebe fiti ase ye hope say NDC rep NMPP rep ni nyina so ebe baba be kan ho na ya toa enkomo ne so birthday 102 bi akem nti mame entim fio na fe ye nto aso elder retired Richard Isaac Omare Church of Pentecost Kaneshi Central ene eyewa woda o nyame adwuma mu de yen retired nti ene se wa hwege mu nyina nyame nkoso a oma ahoden ene enwosra foforo da bia ne da oma onkokra brem enye from se umranti brem na oma nadom emuso emma onua be ma ye apia and Ophelia owo shed cocoa board ewo Accra onso ene ye wa woda enti wodofu bia owo America abruchime mu se yen kan cho so oma wotri nkwa emma awoda epa and Damon Tete owo Huawei Technologies Ghana ene ye wa woda enti Emma Tete oye wo hokafo ema happy birthday wo se nyame onhirawo ena Desmond Asamoah Crunchy oh Desmond di yaye eno ana ho fedi ba ni ntimpa cho Desmond amisko spelele enso eka ho emao awoda pano ebi why afi mame ena Azovog ase ose Ghana mantene de onye jam kra slate ne kabano de me rock na me rock ne boasen so no adwudwi style ne kama nti se wo de kwa you for de kwa sorry wo de eco office ubetumi de akone simple fe kama we made in Ghana nti ye di Ghana da ochina na ya kai se yo benimbo sumi se ya na Ghana eje ne fa hodie no na wadwen Ghana ho no wadi Ghana niama na wada usa Ghana se Ghana be peja ope Ghana se Ghana be konkan so eat Ghana sleep Ghana wear Ghana do Ghana everything Ghana and let your attitude be fit a citizen a patriotic one for that matter that wants Ghana prospering inti azo ofitiase koni hono pambi ma bebe nyina Azovog and Sano fair beautiful one offering at 055 044 6666 055 044 6666 dia obehye no Friday ya kra obetumi apamama echina na emse echina de unya de odebeko parade nanse but de obehye no Friday kra ode o say ya say ye frewa obeye no quick amaye obeye nso amaw na utimi ni Ghana for de yemfa yeti hu ni agro se de bia utimu lukishem oba utimi ni wani munyam eno nso ya no watumi papa ebe fata wani na achenso amaw no wa serviska nti ya kozi nails and beauty fi hair mama eho na obenye mi papa to or Specters Ecobank echi hwa pe or Facebook no TikTok nso betumi our friend 055 3738 201 055 3738 201 na che say the hair mama eno no anopai de enye wa wani tua ensem no enwa na yebobo ho nkomo no ano Finance Minister writes to President, please don't assent to anti-gay bill. No. Finance Ministry statement on anti-LGBTQ plus is a lobbying attempt for becoming Gachi University of Cape Coast Business School. Akufo-Addo's dilemma. If he assents the anti-LGBTQI plus bill, Ghana will lose $3.8 billion in World Bank financing. Then Nana awaits Supreme Court decision to assent bill. Inti enedie enua ho nkomo eniedi ti me de tosoa ne akọ first round 10 minutes ne asianko sa yaw asaneta no political analyst and honorable Ebenezer Oklitete Labi and so emrashi bidweni emomanfo mo lower menya krobo na no pay one more atanse o ha obesi NDC amanyoko no anai nti ye train dia obesi MPP so anai honorable official pa ye di brunya nyina mi hu
una sa
ai go ka be ka o me ba Saturday kura me ba critical issue enye
no
mi na
mi hu official pa
afipa
commission
amen amen
ne da su tinkwam
amen ma fam ho Ghana for my ade kaftan no nyina se pam ne Ghana
material na yenim baby free
yenim baby ante ani yaw yanyi tum se si asa de yete nkakran ne bedru ho te yesi e kom bibra yenim baby
kan tuma ye de be pampa de u bibre wo
sa on
pa
anka mo de be pam kaftan ni se
but you see u pam ni se uhwe obetumi de ntuma apam
okay
but u pam ntuma na en last on say when musi no fifiri ni ade timi kombi
okay
nti
ntuma na nche
o de call laundry
ene Ghana ntuma so ya omunye ni ye
no omunye
quality, but you have plain ones for suiting materials.
No, you are saying two different things.
Plain
because this is plain. This is plain. Yeah, they pass suit in most of them either check or plain or whatever stripe.
You was kuno mo me yokoto calico ana de adogodon. Anya adogodon ya na omode be ya na.
Enu no mde yentuma no. But enu no eni ahoden ti say.
It is we know. Ene dey be sem we be kwa kokra ba kakra.
No ma so ya dey ye ni nyina ye obi o kube hu no body a ye twa na yi no. All this is the material.
Yes, okay. They say asawa so they say nyena. Na say baby am call ye na omuka say kapok na pai na asawa yi. Oh. Ekua Ghana. Owo bibia bi su komo den no. Ohaya. Wo bi ewu mransem ni mu no den na wo mu.
Confident.
But as sister enchia ahwefo na menchia honorable.
Okay.
Na machia wankasa. And Azovuk.
Azov. Oh, pa.
But sister, before say measures, you know, there were one or two people be a first one here birthday. Na mekanabro from said the bear nipano or betini because on your ganani. And I wish to, you know, wish a very, very happy birthday to a friend. A friend of my friend. His name is Bradley Jones. Bradley Jones, a co-worker of Eric Kankam at Church Inn, Chiado, Manchester. So, Bradley, happy birthday to you. You are turning 18, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday. Your friend Eric Kankam asked me to do that for you from Ghana, and one of the most popular television stations in this country and on the African continent. So happy birthday, Bradley. Now, Esther, Mechia ACP Felix Anidoho, Detective Training Academy. Open baby I will be a Mechia. Na Machia DCOP Martin Ayi, and also police commandant at the academy, police training academy. Interestingly, now we are Martin Ayi ewo mempesuaso wo Western North. Politics nti me boys o mo ho ansem o mo kan no ene mewura ya transfer number ha but the bia obi a mechia openye
ya this is who detective training na
me nya bia meko because nsem we sisi o memo ha no ese nyina ye undercover journalism na dofsu commander ewo Sakumono Mechiano the Outlook family
ACP Outlook
yes
Echina onuna or command female contingent
yes.
No
yes.
Security for no mobe ye parade no Echina on the command female no enti we dey kudos and Adekye Friday so say International Women's Day enti we dey ACP Outlook why congratulations.
This is not the first time I will command.
I see.
Yes, this is not the first time. We're leading His Excellency Nanado on, the days on many occasions.
Okay.
Now, many titles Glover, and also Shehopa. The Greater Accra Minister-elect, Yabe Vetino, Thursday. Honorable, men am advocate say. Ye be vetina kuntunkura horo ye kra ye na ye fra na ye kwakọ trans ye anka ye ntwa so but we there I'll defy my own
also we bias
and then I'll come over to support you and then Madam Fupa Collins Adumako Mensa and also ye be vetin on Monday Deputy Minister Energy I think
okay
we were titles your koye wo Vaco I think say he needs commendation. And can Yebabe commission? I don't know if they have commissioned it. Yebabe commissioned the new boiler, or the free home into titles. You are a soldier, and to fight on. This I am Ramon Semso, and some of the two I am very happy. Seriously speaking, more topics no. And me Jidi say Ghana ni be a topic na omo hwe nim say yebeka ho asem. Me ba na ensem bebre wo makoma so. one regarding one Kwesi Kwarteng of the Ministry of Education.
Kwesi or Ministry of Education PR.
My sister station why investigation. The kind of aduane you do with your school soon. Yenso ya tehano yehu. Yeah, we are parents.
What's in our investigation?
There be my sister stations, Joy FM to be precise.
Okay.
Omodi abetudwa. Students nankasa nso social media yehu enkwanya yehu so mudi ne sebe banku anase mo a enye ensem fatase ni padi. Na omodi na abetudwa. Now, according to Kwesi Kwarteng, they have done a counter survey and investigation to realize that the Joy FM KM and Yan Kwanswa, Nigerian at the mom, Adrian Papa. Mr. Kwesi Kwarteng, I can assure you, sir, Sanka Wiri, anyone that type of Adrian Mawanka, what Janet that.
Hey, Nabotre. Oh, personal.
That be personal, Sam.
Nabotre.
And if I go personal, this is personal.
I question soon near, and I mean, Kwesi reaction. In fact, me, the okay, you know, me,
in fact, letter a trophy Ministry of Education on an Sasha say. On an Sasha say.
Or your public servants or your nation.
Into a so trantro. So say I says I will remember.
Into Kafrao, so disagree with him. So be disagree, but. Said no, you know Adrian Mouse.
I will repeat, sir. You don't want that type of Adrian. Uncle Jano.
Me try to drink so, but as a still our person.
Okay, sir. All right. Until your name. If your wife, but I mean, okay.
Why you can disagree?
Okay, Mr. Kwarteng. So, coach your bar now. Who sang quite the beer? Ubedi. And I say, who could you go there again? I have a child in school, boarding school. The type of abuse and the documentary that they did not pay the students to speak. One can say big can say persec or can say on open Fridays because Fridays na mama say cocoa say Tom Brown bread can the rest of the day no Tom Brown without anything. Meanwhile, we were promised one hot tea Milo a day. Cocoa. Do you know that His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, his term, when they were young in the university, they embarked on a serious demonstration. What was it for? It was against the fact that they were eating chicken too much and beer and eggs, and so they wanted fish. Ask him. Today, if he has gotten the opportunity, implemented free SHS, the best we could have done to ensure, say, Adriane, any balanced diet, I pity this country.
Nanka
say publication buy no investigation say BBC course until they will do what is right to ensure say balanced diet. And can we be able born in someone? I didn't know social media you are insulting our intelligence. Anyway. Just like LGBT asema abetodwa me say me 2x4 history am here ntino I have a fair idea of nkrofo modie so abedi sam pempenso yi His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo's family has led this country before. Ne papa no a ceremonial president. Ura Kenufuriata, I stand to be corrected, ne papa no a finance minister as well. Way back. And they didn't do anything better for this country. They plunged this country into debt. Now, ya bo mpempen sa abedu sa mpempen so ama Ura Ufuriata so Edward Akufo-Addo ne ba enso abeye president. And now Ura Ufuriata nso ana second Ufuriata ono so abeye finance minister. Nti more or less we can say family BB and AD Omenso, which is not bad because they contested and the people of this country voted for them. The kind of governance style, and me, I sit here always and I say, Nana Domentano, Ubia ni ho mabusuemwa. Sebe wabobra edu babia Nana Akufo-Addo abobra beduno. Enti mentra ha na se obi gu ne ho fi ameso begu ne ho fi no. But I have consistently said, say, the governance style, time. He got the best opportunity to have led this country from the so-called tattered state, to be anka ye beka say Ghana for say ade ade ho iskana na she table ase on be yabam ye nyina ya bi ye tisika so na come de na all these slogans and promises and na de ye hu it is only right to say we point it out to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say or ball mine form the only administration is ka omunya ye pa obi anya bida nanso ye hu de ekon na
which of the topics na wa peki
preambles yeah preambles to LGBT
I see
na ye didi musa na ye bedu sam pempenso yi His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is leading this country, educating or supervising everything that the Ghanaian does because ye too many ya pone ho dia man say wona ye judi nti je na fa hwe yen so achiwade kese a ewo Bible kora men kenkan bi danti minim say wo mu a na obi biara owo mem ha ewo ye da me ase say wo koram na obi biara owo omem ha say yes bema ne bema be wari ana so mbeda na oba ne oba be wari ana mbeda na ehun sema ba ye tradition ye culture ye bi a kire say abibifo saade no ye njintum na enne abedu His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so say ade yi babi akodu nkrofo bi na epiepia oman no anasa amarama say omo njintum nti Nana His Excellency we are president idie na wuni ma mamre no anka yesre wo say ade ya obi edi akọ parliament akọ parliament say yenye mra ebetumi akonti asa no ma no na mpo no be protect sankrofo na nkasa omo mu dada no ya pema ko du mpempenso a committee level no as I sit here we know those who were opposed to the bill and I can mention names. Owura yi ma dumo de mu ye nyina ye hu ye ti ye nim committee level now am committee no crofo am committee they are not saints and they are our friends and I am among doing said the things you discuss even at cabinet we know na sabe me ma metra ha emfa cabinet say meto abonten ana committee meeting but this particular one mo ana mo kunti ye nyina ye nim owura fe nyoma and don't forget we know crofo mo wa ban mu a mo ye gay pure.
Hey.
Yes.
There was serious allegation.
Yes, serious allegation. Pure. Now we are free one. Because of my 2x4. I
say we are free. We say, "Chere, why na ye gay no? Ah, we got to so on any party na share we to me a chere."
Rather. It's not.
I'm a bomb patcher me free.
Me say, ye nim nkrofo a omo wa bem anomo Ghana ha ye nim asofofo ye nim businessmen a omo ye gay and ye nim akwahwe abafo nso a omo ye gay.
Okay,
right
now you are qualifying it
now,
much better. Yes, of course.
Me say me 2x4 history am here into I know if I have a fair idea of nkrofo so ban no say His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wan sign sa document we ya e ma ne ye onwanwa and the Ministry of Finance omokrata omwatwa ba obi ansan ye no e money ye owanwa and a lobbying process they want money but mama cast the funny and it is correlated with what is happening to you. Okay. Owura JB Dankwa the late His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne wofa said wofa and
yeah president when Buja was a prime minister no
Dabi ono ye Edward Akufo-Addo.
Ono ye Edward Akufo-Addo.
JB Dankwa ya bo ni dia bo abo no.
Big 6 JB Dankwa. Okay.
The first born. No ye gay. Pure gay. One sabe. Ni mami eboni. Better walkout. Ne ba no Paul Dankwa no. Ye won as Paul Dankwa ye won as Joseph Walcott, ne mother ne British. Better me Walcott. Na ne life partner ne friend Peter Pollock. Gay. Into JB Dankwa ne first born. Google la obehu bibia all the information are there. One ne partner, life partner. Omo try ko pem say we wuye. If I stand to be corrected, one of them died I think 2001 or so. and then 2015, something of the sort. And so now they are both deceased. And it means that in Adado's family line, at least if we don't know at all, no, you said there's one gay person in their family. This is very significant to this particular bill, and another don't call play lackadaisical attitude. Oh, wow. Say, I'm actually
sure so what follow common or say bill no cry, yes, or simple. Obia nim say bill no honorable netie and could do ni table so. Now so anxiety is na sha say day ban or can me obia nerves down with the moon to mo boase. Ade no cry ampo no or say yes you be the court inti yen twen yen hwe mema yen preempte. Nti se obi anamampani can say ya. Where lies the lackadaisical?
Sometimes you make us. I will not say you make us angry, but I think that is the word I want to use.
I hear.
A game plan no more.
Okay.
Na e-levy obi amfa court. E wo court na do dan Kufuado or sign. What say a document they do in the table so?
Yeah.
Ade you be rent plane na private jet na fi kata kra bank mai.
Say omujitum we omoye last corrections and as they call it amendment anyway into dafiame calls it dotting the i's and crossing the t's into so omu we ni nyina ansa na afi omu be sen who say dey na sapepepe they forward it
they will play this game
honorable na no keka ne pa wo dey catch say JB
they will play this game to a pointer na be fit abem no sign.
Oh, for how long? Say Ranu say within 2 weeks, 14 days.
7 days.
7 no, say first and yet 14 days. 7.
1 week.
I see.
You say, Sister,
yes, of
I will target me and come in penisa, but you are the host.
Kafra mimi man.
First of all, it is my suggestion.
And the one out to mami susopa.
Some no. First of all, me susu actually ahemfu nyina omo memha. Say any of the presidential candidates and not anybody in any of the parties or more bass on the campaign or more persuasive or Henry you bold. Moka hobi na sa no bass nyina we eba no. You bold na bisa ni pane say we gina bia et say ewo gay and I say sebi tumu ho. Bisa no when you some papa nkenkyere wa ehon ye be hu your voting party. Bisa no. After so I'm suggesting I say me susu say sorry for you know, they should ban him from entering any church auditorium.
Hey, Jesus loves the sinner.
That is true.
You can't preach that.
But he can't also go into a church and pretend to insinuate and tell us, say, way, as far as he's president, no, we'll be making sure, say, and that's we'll be making sure, say, gay and lesbian, MNC. How is it possible that a letter will come out from the Ministry of Finance, and I'm asking the same, suggesting to the Muslim community, issue a statement to your man. I mean, you deny a finance minister. No? You have been elevated to this particular... Adam.
Yep.
I think
what I see...
they write it... I don't...
Mohammed Amin Adam.
But I see, and they write it sometime okay. There, sometime there. Whichever. Finance minister.
Okay,
okay. Finance minister.
I'm on time.
Such an honor given to you. Your outfit has brought this. You have not issued any letter to counter it. The Muslim community should rise against him. It is a disgrace to Islam, a disgrace to Christianity, and a culture overturn.
Obibe Kacho say Ghana. Ye theocratic state, ye secular.
Yes, you see, I keep saying, you see, secularity does not mean sebi adia enye jitum.
Okay.
In Crawford, independent man. There were so many issues. JB Dankwaya and the cohort, Buziamo. They wrote to the Queen of England, say Ghana was not ripe for independence. Even for the post stamp, Anna Nsroma Nidin they kicked against it. Again, yeah independent that Nsroma Professor just say entry your currency. So they kicked against it. Look at one of the letters that JB Dankwa wrote to Queen Elizabeth. If I can get it quickly for you. Sure. And history is a very rich thing.
For 10 minutes, no, yes.
And yeah, for become.
Anka uhu meswa na fe honorable Taylor Biswaba.
Anka later making letter. But the fact is that His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has no option than to sign this bill into law. So, we gave him the power. We must force him to sign. And I am, you see, probably just a simple advice to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I think it is a ploy that they are using him for a particular game. Because don't ever think, say, NPP, with you leading, you will win an election without signing this bill. This one is clear. Your own Muslim community before His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, if I have to campaign for you today, I'll do it. But me say, when we win the election with this bill becoming a stalemate, when we win it, a Christopher Mpe, a Confor Mpe, a being who pesa bill na Adekye. I pity her. I am also insinuating Mr. Srese, for the state of Ghana, they should issue a letter to Adekye.
Oh, how?
Yeah.
How?
No,
is the same thing? Otherwise, we will call all of you cowards. The Ghana state should issue a statement. You cannot come and disgrace a particular tribe or region and say it is part of their culture. How dare you?
Okay. Media minimi say make us say sponsors next year mukoshia nananoma hemfu doing the stakeholder engagement, you know. Over 87 clans and any groups are omushi omo Ghana no obiaka say no we yenimo ya mamre.
Adekye says that the Nsroma people, it is part of their culture. Ghana people too, it is part of their culture. Mami, how dare you?
She should be from even there.
But point not tell her.
Nsroma state, we issue statement to counter her. Ghana state, we issue statement and another one crime. We issue statement to because you're a professor. A professor and you are accepting this thing. I pity the whole of this country. But you see, in conclusion, Sadia way say Nanadu will play sa attitude no. It's a good thing for the NDC. Ombe kasa sa but ayo omo de. And yes, I am so support to LGBTQ. But Omunim say NPP is driving itself into the serious, the most deepest abyss, and they will never come back.
Maybe we say a question on who later and may note at all. Honorable Taylor Bianco.
Yeah.
Yes, Honorable.
Marty.
Yeah.
My first acquaintance, no much here, me come for you, and me hene, Kura. Then the Secretary the second, Honorable President of Eastern Regional House of Chiefs. Our channel program no IABO Eastern Regional AC Nataso. Now me wish you well. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baby will be a michiao. Yeah. Say sometimes say issues but is here. I always challenge the scientific community. Say almost kasa.
On an chemistry lecture.
Yes.
Okay. Two from your normal body munyansa perform.
Yes, no more kasa.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people, I don't know for what reason, one more champions had the for to end. I mean, to what end? And one more champion this gay LGBTQ plus but I want to emphasize say and when I meet a program because people are born with such traits, and I want to emphasize say there is nothing like that insofar as genetics is concerned, and now say human genetics, there is nothing. A lot of work has gone on in this area. Even the United States government spent a lot of money. Nyatuminti hypocrisy. Any media maker, I don't know whether it is Phoebe Oh yes, because no, I mean, names and mechano. Said I don't want to say evil, and I say bibisa. But seriously speaking, there is nothing scientific about this gayism, lesbianism. There's nothing. Oh, it's an acquired. Yamfa wo bia. Mesi woma yami mo bia sa. Look, the worst form when ya body party nipa na hermaphrodite. Obi a wo ye ni aba. Onye so oba
eno san wo be ma de.
Eno did the closest eno so no accident. Genetic accident.
Eno kwa se ba ko be dominant asin ba ko.
Certainly. Oh. Nenso no say no discussion na kwa yes obi dey say na e born no anything dey be mo ka say oh such people then say you punish woman say you deter woman say you we now we should what do you call it empathize and sympathize with them
yenti omase
enye ye
sa
enye ye kokokoko enye ye
adent
in a sense me say acquired habit just like the drug addict there is no gene I can say this gene there nipa no ye wo na no crave for alcohol and cigarette and say weed and say cocaine all of them no you introduce kakra ebi wo through peer pressure ebi wo no esuatra ni we no nya na this ano no ba. Now let me give you some information.
Oh, now we're a science lecturer.
Yes.
Oh, say.
Me say. The X and the Y chromosomes. There is nothing. Gene sequencing. There is no traits. Nothing. I say, look, Mami can say, yeah, you were X and Y chromosome. Now, research actually say XX kushia eye oba.
Okay.
XY. Ekusia eye bema.
Okay.
And they discrete.
No ano.
During cell division, no, etimi ko ba se bia cells no chemu no. Na mistake akoba o baby.
Okay.
Mistake no ba. Na ebia the ba no part no. Na say to say they are interfere ye wo mo no. For more na emu chiche. O da se bia one ball, na emu ache 4. Na ekwa na say bakuti emu ho na ekwa na ntimi nti na ka ho no mo.
Okay.
Na ka ho no mo na ka ho no mo na ntimi de wo sa. Enti enu ntimi ba. Utimi nya ebu wo na Siamese twins na ba. Ebu wo na maka say we wo
na nkafo be na we nti
ni we akabo development process no. Yes, development process no bi ba ye na ekọ sa. But say ebe wo obi a be ka say media me ti wo say ana me hu say me ye bo me ba I feel say ye bo me ba. Na so me wo bema we say mu evil head of insofar as science is concerned
and science
now you see they want to say until recently now even cry the UK and whatever nyane abani even as I speak to you the last time at the US ankasa kra no say wo be legalizing about senators about 60 vote against Sadiano. Against that. Even now, they are advocates in the US. Wamu pe Sadiano.
Okay.
Now, unim me catch a Ghana for say. Abrofuna woman this Sadiano ba woman did Diano. Ukwa woman kasan kranu. Woman practicing the day to say blacks no because of uhia poverty. When you go to the black communities no. The whole of who said say very pervasive because when you sika and nobody died and some any drugs and all of those people now yes I know man woman lifestyle ni bibia no say nipa no onye communisania or drug addict did everything bia no here sika dia ye bibi o here sika and it, you know if the person can offer to say they are Ghana ya borrow ye one maka duku ye no ama wobudi saade ehunehuna ye wobudi ehunehuna ye no ye be ka say oh Ghana we were born what do you call it say ye de yenye abo ye dika forever na and it you know me person me can say there's no scientific basis, there is no science, there is nothing. It says you decide a woobi. Maybe as our science, meaning tin far by and it know the empress be say, Wobo mu ka say ye dia wo bi ye dia yesi ni ade nyina no eyentro enye no kure what do you call it eni bebia enti eye bibia onipa na ba be fatu no ho so e wo wiase mu hanom no and it say yes yempe now the kan yeah say ene president say yemfa de no nko Supreme Court ye call next Supreme Court
there be kafra on ka say yemfa nko
o say obi the court nobody has come. I mean there were at the end start year Gabi Ochidaku o can say obi mfa nko yet say of friend is Professor Gajepo numuni adi say omo court president will be the court in my question is that the court we know say the court they think Ghana as here say the court because of the way the president can say Ghana is known for your human rights, credentials near the, and there's no way we are going to sleep on that. Which means, baby, I wanna, baby, I introduce him, Rabbi, in the eyes of those people who are pushing for LGBTQ, Ebeka say you're infringing on the rights of people, and it's sadly any day, Emma Ghana Hanamu. What it means is, on him say your court now, definitely they'll be thrown out. Now, if they throw it out, what does it mean? It only means that LGBTQ has been legalized in this country. Yes, really? It's legal, yes. Otherwise, what the qua then the basic. What the qua then the basic. When they throw it away, what are the consequences? The fact is that nobody can raise a finger. Say obi sa normal no anything aye lawful. Is that what the president wants for this country? And I believe say all the steps now so taking in say or the court obi the court ni adi nyina no what do you call it CIT communist inferior tactics just to hoodwink Ghanaians into believing say ankobeye nenso emra na teaching in say this but I can assure him say if the majority womu stands womu take here if indeed womu believe and I have no doubt say Lord we are passing unanimously everybody came on board and they passing I will not take anybody out if that thing it's true then whether the president signs it or not we can veto. Parliament can do it by 2/3. We will vote on it and it will become law in this country. And that one presidents must know. It is otie what do you call it? Woman mu catch no and answer so one kasa as he said some time before say it will come by all means it shall come to pass say sad ever happy one if that is what he is anticipating there Parliament will not stop pushing to get this thing become law. The other thing,
yes, sir.
I want to hear from these people. First, I want to hear the Vice President Bawumia's position insofar as this because he's here. Wakache is all independent-minded. He has his own mission. He has his own whatever. So he should tell us, as part of his vision for this country, he should tell us his position insofar as the LGBTQ is concerned. He should come out. If no man 1 week, I'll give you another week, 2 weeks, not from me, no out, no cancer. The idea is, I want these churches, Church of Pentecost. I want to hear Church of Pentecost. I'm a member of the Church of Pentecost.
Why are those?
I want to yes.
Why are you singling them out? If you
no,
say Christian community.
No, I want to make every church. You see, the Catholic Church has come out with this.
Saying.
What do you call it? Punishment in a film. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what they want to prescribe because community service. There's no law in this country. Regulating community sentencing there. So I don't know what they want us to do. And anybody who writes and not use community sentence, which does not exist in our law, means that on person at the end of the day, they have made their position. I want the Church of Pentecost If you sure say ebinimu ehwe. No mischief. I know say that the church would always stand by the principle say we don't believe in same sex marriage and same sex relationships. Apostolic Church Ghana. Womu penyi no pa no my classmate. Doctor Apostle Amina. It goes to you. Peace Council. So disappointing. Say Osofo. Doctor whatever JV. I better radio so and TV so. The full glare of the camera. No, say, Peace Council has no position insofar as this is concerned. Amma, my goodness. Jesus Christ. Reverend, God. You see, in the days of with context. No, are we at war? Are we at war? We are talking about human values, our culture, principles,
but we have
religious
divergent
principles.
Views.
No, then he doesn't belong to it. Then he doesn't belong. No, look, I'm sure he was invited because he although clerical.
Okay.
Or clerical, and that must inform his position. Anything he cannot tell us only position. He cannot be neutral.
I see.
He cannot be neutral. The Bible says you either be hot or cold. Be for us or against us. That is it. Peace Council, position. Christian Council, all the churches. Yeah, we are info. The chiefs, the custodians of our culture and tradition.
Okay.
They should also come out. Now, about it. I saw the way I will rally here. Tama Bill the bar. They rally the churches. They came. It looks like they are going cold on the discourse that is going on. They must rise up. They must tell us what is happening. The
traditional,
wulome ni mimi hono mono ye from yes, mukra akone de su antoasu nadu kotokro they have a position. Ye catch say ya sorry a emre bi bedu ni mamema be crowd say di yire e ba be kire be ba no di bema e na ba be kire
okay.
Finally
now ora
Professor Audrey Gajekpo.
Okay.
Professor Audrey Gajekpo, I'm sure says obi tie na on can the people
obi
the
tie wa
tie me on can no say omra out na ometre baby a and say the gun and uka Ghana Ghana dangbe no we are one people so what be here encranfo a culture part of a culture now she must come and substantiate it or else no Ombra no be apologizing unreservedly for coming out to say Ghana tradition no encompass president gayism ni lesbianism no Ghana
culture.
Abominable.
Prince,
and she had no shame.
Honorable Kosel.
No, please.
Prince Mesero say if ubenya ma no
okay.
Obe trendist or clarify
something. Or no clarification. We know. Yes,
so we need to hear her.
Oh, please.
Unless Prince, you have the audio.
One-on-one. Now
so that for fairness,
finally, Emilia, I'm say, IMF, you deal I no
no, not finally. Wait,
no, I'm telling you. No, but I was going to say, in our agreement, there no sign. Gay ni lesbian, you was not. Okay, all right, okay. Thank you very much.
Alfred Thompson, a NPP communication team member, or your headmistress, ba, and now no so abe. Bra kwaba.
Thompson, the same kind of guy.
Michelle, so ma ha mi ho.
Prince na person member into that means true. Won't member.
Mrs. Nancy Thompson who ye.
Na na do.
Ye de me say. De wa betu so ni. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Say no kre wo hwa say you can say obia mfua dia ekoso no so. Obia feel say as for gay and lesbianism there any say a kind culture. But say wo hwe ade nyina say wo bisa wo certain questions about it.
Okay.
Because say president koye we no oka ho asem no oka say as for him there he doesn't support this culture.
Okay.
Nyina from your childhood you say Oshia some Christian community okwa sorry wo baby
okay,
no.
Anglican.
Yeah, Anglican.
Okay.
Oka chom say he is not in support of it. But stated on no opinion. But you look beyond what is in front of you. We share their echoes. Ade started in 2016, I think, from the opposite side, they were even against people talking about it. Into a law or anything, and there are clips all over, flying all over to support that. Say, I think even the person Opushi and Umposan George was part of Omo said we should focus on economic issues and leave that LGBTQ no na because that is not what is the bread and butter issue at Ghana ha. Ora Mahama so we share 2012 thereabouts no oko year conference bi wo no so no so kan ho asem say listen. Ya stigmatizing Crawford as say amuntu me ba out mponti yenja omo no mbra out na say bibi po wo ho aye betumi aye amomo na ya aye amomo but this say omo be share isuma ye nyama ne de it wasn't too good and we
trying to imply say now or insinuating for legalization.
One can legalization but say yenja omo no mbra out because they have been cowed into a corner.
I see.
And say what say wa cow no into a corner na je say one per say because of nyama ye the bomb or so they can't come out to even show say me a lesbian or me a gay, and that was when he was vice president.
Okay.
Now as a candidate is here.
Ghana ha yeti. What sorry anopa aka say mpese ma me ka kire o say me ware oba. What has it ever occurred to you? Have you seen any person but
like I say, you was school, no?
That will get up and say, I've been meaning to tell you, and I'm tilted towards women as a man.
As a man, obia mba menchen, ana obia mente obia na menim obia wa ba say, oh me a gay or I like men or okay. I'm a woman and I like women. Me okay. I see people who look or behave in a certain way.
No, me busa say in ye dada sitting amuno. Ye one who be a say umunyina mo ye mema. Watinka no naturally e wo ba ho. One who be a wa sorry anopa gi say otenase ano adwen hu say o me pese na nka me bo mama ni o say me de matinka wo ba ho. So I didn't see na gi say ye krokro bi mo enya time mo ansa na o ma be yes in konya na omaka say I've been meaning to tell you that
sana former president Kachen say yen kroko omo no mpiepie
okay
na say ye bo omo na ya bo omo say ni say ye bo omo na mo be pie na omo epie but that's what he told us. He told Ghanaians.
No.
Masa nyawo na obeche me the America. Nyawo na obeche me the America. Masa
John Mahama says he aborts it. He doesn't support it.
Masa
video. Write it down. Oh, sorry. What he's saying is that former President Mahama called Yale. Okokan say ya can sa for no ashe. Enti enya omo no omo tumi mra bonti enti no question na
no.
If you have an opposite right.
Right. Wo ni pen atro.
Thank you.
Into the American say yen na yen ye market say obi a oye ne sakaka no.
Okay.
I don't think the person beba won chan be ka jo say me sakaka me.
Okay.
But ye hu na e bia wo fie mpa wo hwe no ka chen say yen ade sa. In our laws are was here no. We have written categorically what say you shall not have carnal knowledge of another person. Be it a man unnatural carnal knowledge. Yes. Be it a man or a woman. Inti already know your laws no wo. Now, the first and foremost a year say president didn't sabesha as you. So I'm finding sabesha as you. Economically, no, does it help us? That is the first thing the president will have to look at, because anything that he has to do for his people.
Higher country in Tiamachini also. So
okay, yeah, bet say president answer no bet sure ase no. An ordinance sabes to ase no. Say ohwe say namba na sitinim no. So the nsa to ase a ebe ha omo ana. Say ebe ha omo e say ofa no ho adwen. No ohwe say dey bi say ye betumi atwen kakra. Ansa na me de nsa to ase. Ana me ye ni sesi a na me de to ase a. Say ebia nyama bi wo ho a ye mfa ma me a. Ebe ma asitinim ama nkrofo ayede ana ya ponsa oton koko e won chen ho no se me de mensa to ase ebe ha na all these anyama e se yehwe wo pro wo mpo omo tisa no omo wo Ghana hadeda ye po ye mpo omo tisa no omo hye omodem na ye de ahiankasa law na ye push aba no de aye kan se ye pese ebe hu se omo ye won ye nim.
Okay.
Me hu so se wo kwan so obi aba ebe gina ho ekese be ma ana obi aba abekese oba.
So, Minister Weja Thompson, say, Honorable Sam Georgia, or your lead sponsor, and name Mampenda da Mahama, so my campus, and you may hear you, and yes, I do. Nothing no more when you say, I did, I say, I feel ye and I'm a for free. And tea, mommy and tenacity. Namrani ya ditina mantemu, ya ditina krum, ya ditina obamu. Enti ye nyamra na internet ne nyama ni so na obi ehu ne gina bra den.
First thing I will be say na all of a sudden wadwan sesa and others are say almost change say mozi ye person president change mo because of your campaign no was we the oman so da
okay
time we ye oma Adekye no wo bie wa no kan say dey be man crofo ni piepie da ye mbo omo
okọ ye unu no your campaign
Adekye
I see
oyo mampeni Adekye time abuti egwa no mu no de wo se momo mpiepie sesi a wonti egwa no mu no wo se mayemo
sesi ano is it no more human rights issues sesi ana be political and economical and
that is how our opponents are pushing it towards.
I see.
That is how our opponents are pushing it towards. And I don't think it will help the interest of every Ghanaian.
Okay.
Because the president has a duty to say, answer no be bibiano, and so share the interest of Ghana nibia.
Interesting, no? Dear here, because what can change is I say, answer the president in Sabesha, no, and so or share say economically, and they say, I will say, as a so share Ghana nibia interest. Say ano majority of Ghanaians na omo mpade no omo de omo interest no enye interest ana
and make us obehwe obia interest na woka majority ne hena omo ka say yemfa president financial ase omo ka omo de ibinum so wo ho omo so ka say ma president financial ase
say me ka majority na me ka che Ghana for dodo na say yanko no said you say parliament and representing every single Ghanaian. There were 275
parliamentarians.
Pacho, quick from you. What parliament more passing rano? Why and no parliament now? Munyam Rashe be your cancer media men for us. No, you are no mammy quick. So I go back to him.
Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. I get back one maybe say before you go on this particular note, you know. Baby, I wouldn't say that because parliamentarian behind to me and back out and make me say answer or pass a bill or hold it forum on the constituency. No, need to for Kasa be so say yam pass and amen pass. Now you pass here, these are the economic benefits I benya. Yam pass here, these are the things I able to me hit here because we are in an economic crunch. Economic crunch I won't say say you pass it a day. Now it be a yenyesika. A come to me a day more. Okay. DDP bet me a show more.
Yeah, girls are omubo jantra. A come into your bojantra, Ojina Quine home, a Jumani or bojantra. Abemo be a gay, a come and you here. A nuntino, a come a dininity, yen yano, no more jantran.
Girls no omogina quine. Yet to me stop your mo.
Police co soup de bia. Police chiomo, and I say,
police chiomo.
Ghana hire one prostitution. Bacho me bow. Ghana one it's your prostitution. And then na ye niabre a ye kasa efa anti-LGBTQ I'm running on. Say ye chi obi say or ye prostitute onya criminal matter ye de ne court. E no wo ye repeal is amra no. Yeah. enti yenja omo se omo no ye be omo de omo de enfa omo court anasa omo de no de nya kom na de omo.
Okay, a very good na we bisa no. Yenko areas na. Me no nyina ye nim say omo gina ho from 6 o'clock 7 o'clock go no. I hwe say ye chi omo ana.
Okay.
They are still there.
But the fact that they are still there no doesn't make it legal.
But that is what someone is telling us. Say yenja omo no bra out na yen say ebia ekwam na de omo na yen mo sika.
Okan ye no etwam ene this is the stage we are. No, because no irrespective so okan ye no. Now Ghana through parliament atiasia kohye emra. Ena emra no edu stage say say to finalize it, President Enfan pen insiso, and now ASEAN co generate another form of
under state of emergency.
Of course not.
So the president has not even received the bill.
Yes.
It will take about 2 months for the president to receive the bill.
True. Please.
It will, Master.
When you disagree,
sure.
You see one say when when you disagree, just write.
No, but
it will take no. It's a simple no. So when you want to hold
particular assembly maker na true no.
Simple no.
Mr. Star.
Middle time, Mr. Thompson. Say healthy discourse. Pancho. Odi o ya o say o kan say me ne nya adwen chero.
Thank you.
We be
simple no so American so make no
na ba mo so second round to there.
Thank you. President no will not assent to the bill now. Me check it with one parliamentarian. Or say I better take it to about 2 months.
Now Ocho
the same thing say or say a cut through even the assembly press. They have other bills are edaho. Intebeka ko join queue. I can read it for you right now. I can read it for you, and I can give you the person's number. Now I pray no.
Edim busume sen enasan ansana e ko join the queue ben.
Ma me bisa say E-levy dey go under emergency aid. E-levy na ka say che en pass ye pass. Time January say ye pass no. Enti na me catch us say January ye pass E-levy no. It took up to about April or May and Sana
first
May.
Yes.
But I don't know when the president assented to it.
Okay.
I can't recollect now.
He did it immediately.
Oh.
Master.
Which one is your issue? Me to me in chair time I was sent, but I know so opaque.
Okay.
It has become law.
Okay.
I know one issue at the
president will challenge so best because or share economic.
I didn't be done in the first place. Say your money briefing. As a president, every morning your money briefing.
Enti what di kai aka enti na make us enti enu be challenge man no one sign na.
O say yenhwe court no de o meka. Say in the speech no wote ye. O say ade ne be da nenim. Na ebinu so what say ebinu so court.
Okay.
Enti yentie dia court no so beka.
Na 11 so ebimu court na enu de yante so kasa.
Na say ade ne be da nenim. Enti want to me conclude on the 11 issue. Because as we speak now, 11 ne be da nenim. He has 7 days. So at the end of the day, you have 7 days to sign or not to sign. 11 no. Enya enko ni honu kra no. Ena Haruna. Honorable Haruna. Or the court.
On
what grounds? He made a particular reference to the E-levy ground. And yet the whole 11 or the court. Or say yente so umbra certain percentage.
Okay, mpacho say case ben wo court.
Minim case I work out.
Nampacho president onim case and nipa ne dia kokot.
Minim so nima. But they are all can say the briefing he's gotten. The briefing. Oh, now someone say national. When you say national security, almost briefing every morning.
Interesting.
And I hear briefing, you catch and say, oh, Mami Lande. You catch and say this case is in court. I don't know. Say you about aiding and I about beating, but you catch and say this case is in court. Or say at the end of that court. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, eba na nim na within 7 days.
Briefing na ye de man no ye saying.
Oze.
Uti briefing ni bi mpese me read the part of the president's statement in the mouth.
Say at the end of court.
Briefing was that
national security man briefing.
At the end of court. And I don't know what briefing that they gave him. Say in the court and not being in the court. But what I'm saying is say he has 7 days at the end of the whether to sign or not to sign in consultation with the Council of State. At the end of the so we can't even criticize him. Say, I didn't I won't sign it. And now one person will sign it and I won't sign it.
Okay. And the president say, nobody can be that. And I'll say, but suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted
today,
at the
time Okasan today.
Enra.
Let me just say that time Okasan.
A challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation.
But one more citizen in
Debbie.
Until I can say briefing or the man. That is I have learned. That is the briefing.
Okay.
I hear the man no. But on one kasa amboni pako nidin. So I don't know say Mr. A na Adekye and now Mr. B na Adekye na sama or can we brief my friends saying court summons no more. So we are yet to see that.
I remember
now.
I remember he said.
Yeah, from economic. Asama sisi generative first na human rights. Sisi to assent to it is not human rights. It is economic reason.
Please, you see this bill no. I got court before.
Okay.
I'm a Supreme Court ruling also. That my Bible started.
I think maybe say but say and say because make I say obi the court.
Supreme Court.
One and the court. We can look at it.
Now a court Supreme Court and back also called High Court. The Supreme Court one was constitutionality say and the High Court one was fundamental human rights.
So court dismisses challenge to anti-LGBT.
Na pacho cry for him.
If you say this guy not post you on the page.
NDC platform.
Oh please, Mama now.
NDC platform.
Maybe that's the NDC
platform. Mama, we
okay, Africa. Prince, check it.
Afrifa. Afrifa.
Okay. Brand radio journalist send me okay. All right.
Okay. That's radio.
www.okafrica.com. Check me and share. Ghana Supreme Court dismisses challenge to anti-LGBT bill, paving the way for ratification.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Is it not surprising? And then one say president say open evidence and send over to another.
Evidence,
yes.
One kind of evidence.
Now what did the organ?
Or say
Obi.
Yes.
At the court.
Okay.
Ya trust 100 ka say the nim crofo no bi wo mu bokro no so hu evidence here. And then he's basing his decision on hearsay.
Hearsay.
I have heard.
Kafra.
Please, I have heard.
Alfred can say which unim so say ebribiano pebiano national security for bemano happenings within the country.
Hold it.
And he's been briefed.
When you go and file a suit Supreme Court or whatever, and yes secret it's public. Case no be public.
Okay.
And it if indeed he has been properly briefed, the president, as we know him, would have said this person and that person. But my information is that he was lobbying some CSOs, some of them refused.
How?
Oh yes. What is CDD? Oh. Well, it's in black and white. CDD. CDD for no year research, or no year survey. No, see 97% of Ghanaians dislike. They don't want LGBTQ to be what do you call it? Practice.
That's all become bill, no?
And that bill, no?
Okay.
So they are saying 97% of Ghanaians. And to the Americans, and the president is say, Obi, they say, ake. The same ake now. See, this is only evidence, but so no big deal, you know. They say, I have heard that somebody is going to court.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for that somebody that I don't know. Now. Yeah,
before
with your permission, I want you to.
Once all your parliamentarian.
Yes.
I think your market can be senka. Mu ye secret ballot na. Na kamu kwa MPs no be brave to against the bill.
That is a conjecture. That is a lie. That is another way of creating a disaffection from his own colleague members of parliament. Please, I am putting it on record. Say no finger. He's the only person last say he is in principle for the bill, but he was fighting say but no or can say what do you call it what is the essence of asutrieno is deterrent. The who proposes to have man it doesn't exist on our law books. It doesn't exist, and the can say the whole parliament say Obi feel say or against her, the person should come out, or the person should join the suit, onion whoever is going around, they can also come together and go to court. Near who woman against, you know, because if that is what he said, it amounts to hypocrisy. It amounts to hypocrisy.
Okay, so
and you know, I want you to read, with your permission, the president called catcher the diplomatic corps. I want you to read everything.
Oh, I read it this
morning. Maybe what he said, the Okan, maybe the Okan, or say. Ghana is known. Woman him say you were found the so and bibia emma sadia na if you know the diplomatic ways, you know, omunya butre nothing will happen. That is what he said.
You catch a diplomatic
and or see nothing. What he said, they say obi anyone kwaya obedi mra bi ba ebe see this LGBTQ practices in the promotion here, because what we seek to prevent this, especially its promotion. Look, I don't want to mention the church. Me inviting Kolano by me fee. Listen,
me too.
After Sunday school, one by them show, and then person be fair to one by. Me no one more catch and me be say, then one more catch and one sorry them. You know that the LGBT community has been filtrated into our churches. And when we use to the young, friends, SS graduates near one of the kids, you know, but I said, Daddy, you're quite sorry. And then when we went to church, they said a man and a man can marry a woman and a woman can marry. Is that what they told you in church? After me, trying to get to woman who said, "Am I now woman no? Me need baby on fire. Vamos, that is the extent to which. And maybe I say. A day idea a year in grade now it will have to take somebody to come and remind you, to take somebody to go to spend money, to pay professors, to pay, you know, use what you call that as blackmail against governments, the institutions. And then all the professors now, most of them are let me call them, most of them are advocating seriously for this. No, they are getting money, sponsorship from the community because they have money. And they are paying them to do what? Look, even before when they are buy, what can I say? They can't LGBT asset. You are not multiple board. No, creating office. Be war. Kwabinya hon baby. I am on sika. Oma start. Ebe promote. Da be na obi akọ radio so promote heterosexual, you know, relationships. That be Obama as I say Obama be man and then I mean it means that this is not normal. Any normal. Now long before it was classified as a psychic problem, a mental illness. Now let's tell the Bretton Woods institutions, America didn't go for this. Look, America is in this country. The investment they are not for the Christmas. They are doing it because of their interest. Today, there's competition between America and the rest of the developed world. Insofar as Africa, the scramble for Africa is concerned. The Chinese,
there is scrambling.
There is. Yes. The Chinese are taking roots. And you know, the only thing is that the American is
scramble for Africa.
The American is we must be honest. Look, Yekoji loan China. Let's use it for the reason why Yekoji. It said Yekoji is making at Wabugas. Let's collect the money from China. Yekoji If we have to, what I'm saying is that Ghana here, we said it. I mean, I'm surprised. Look, and then in Guasia, say about the cases, security, and the person among you to Ghana. Is that what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, what you and Yama cocaine for
finance ministry.
Yes, Yama cocaine for the family.
President,
let's allow illicit drugs because a honest can work more. Let's allow people to bring cocaine. Let's legalize it. If it is money that we want. Now look, you know why the Americans are seriously
only more minor problem I won't say budget here. Bear 70%, you know, don't afford the
middle income. And the person say all the laws na ye kwa signing I the parliament no me hu the bia agreement wey tell say say ye ma gay ni lesbians operate our community and son ye be more escaro in any case World Bank we are contributing we are stakeholders.
Anything if the World Bank na say credit.
Yes, credit you know anything we want America must understand say if they think say they will use that one to blackmail us. We are also part of it. They should be reminded. And look, very interesting.
Africa, we are not doing job.
Do
you have the balls?
The other can say. So, obviously, we will draw what soldier for them that we go on. Military base. They should take it away. They are doing it in their interest. American investment, they are doing it because they have their interest. We want me here for the Christmas. But finally, yeah. Finally, yeah. Let's remind ourselves. No, I just to remind ourselves.
Okay.
And then summarize it. We know we call me the can we know in Ghana. And then we say uko worried by ordinance. Now what to be called ordinance.
And odon sachem rasia.
We need that brand new abrofo no dey buy me.
Okay.
What we see in America, the thought of it. Ubetri nkura say polygamy you okay kura no no. Ubekwa ko dem 5 years. It's criminal.
Thank you. So wait a second take. In second take, Alfred Yenko.
No.
You are okay with it. Yenko.
Alfred Medasi because more problem.
Also a problem. More brepa.
Yeah, Ubeja is our commentary. So, but hold on. Honorable Prince Enyawe Namami. Okay, Africa, Dieno. And lawyer Amanda Odoi, and what they call ye last year, and what they call ye say Supreme Court map on tiasie on si parliament kwan memo nye samra no if we say emrana etieti ankrofo fa ahudie so ena court no nyina no call benkrom nti o se eye unanimous ena court ne kan say nia all kanu anadio ohwehwe se court ne nye no oni nyina so ontumi nkan kire court ne say onsi parliament kwan se mema omu enye mra Inti ya moment. Obeta kwa fire. Let's go.
Okay, that's remember so a few references.
Okay.
Alfred Thompson Hokan. The Guardian newspaper, and I said the Guardian news site of the year. Scottish politics. Ghanaian presidents visit Scotland draws LGBT rights criticism. Opposition MSPs and campaigners call on Scottish government to confront John Dramani Mahama over gay rights abuses. Or say an invitation to the president of Ghana to address MSPs undermines the safety of the Scottish Parliament for members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender LGBT community, according to opposition MSPs. Now the MSPs are joining with human rights campaigners to call on Scottish government to confront President John Dramani Mahama about his country's abuses of its lesbian and gay citizens. Mahama received muted applause from the Holy Road. Yes, muted from the Holy Road chamber as he listened to FMQs on Thursday morning. But meeting with opposition leaders was cancelled. A lot of things have been. In fact, the parliamentarians left parliament. They didn't even want to come there because John Mahama's country, and I said John Mahama, opposed to gay and bisexual and transgender rights. Right? Opposed. And this say, John Dramani Mahama can say so and so. When you're president, we are talking about current issue, current affair, sitting president. Now you made another analogy. Regards says the jantra for age Jaquano. Now will be so say, Kohose baby or Mujirano or Munjirawana. I'm Robert so memo. The Amrasa Ukoya am Robert so could you be and yes, I'm Robert Croppy pocket and whatever. Who could you be? I said, no, see a criminal offense.
But they are dead.
Are they not there? Yancho Modebia. Enti, Amrana here de ban. It is not to say ye time will be a mentian kunu. It even protects them. Because Amrana bar. Nasa we gay, lesbian, whichever. Me and Metehano, I have no right to say because we again the twash was abo. And rather me. It protect them as well, but I'm running back to the stand and say, more gay, lesbian, whichever, no, you don't expand. You cannot go and teach and promote. These are the things we are talking about. And yes, say they have already gone into it. And it is our responsibility as a nation. Say, yeah, money entry. Now, look, sister, the most dangerous thing about this thing that we are not seeing. Parents, our four, we will not have the right to name our children. Because even now, the child must grow. And no one can say, "Oh, Bemba." No, Jitu say, "Okay, me Jitu say me Bemba." And now, I can say there be me Bemba so me peba. Inti Emma won to me di ya wasanitano. Na to me Laurentia, Ebia Akosia Adwa. This is what is going to happen. Aside that, a time will come when parents will have the first right of marrying their children.
And they say incest.
Yes.
Act 2019.
Human right, no. Say me, my court daho, my nyinsembo so menkro. Ma kwa me yetwa me yefu yi akola. When you come away. Me na me mo bi be ware ne mfa nko. Sabe ma me fo bi nye example yo panyi bi a owo omem ha wo skapa, wo bie mfidi ndwuma ene radio no ma bi. Na yire na me ne kwa sorry. Minim ne pa. Sister no chese wo beka se da bia wo yini ko fom krokro wa kama obi obetumi awo no abenyini aware wo na busua ne mo se ye no ade we koso adachi obetro ho aka se me mama fefe sei na o man so kropo papa so kropo so ayepan mama me fa made. This is what is going to happen. Because in Kolani,
I'm not surprised because Emrano say LGBTQIIA
plenty. In Kolani, so I hear children of Bemman or Memphis say, "I want to for cry." And school boy, I hear children say it is rightful until one best start practicing if he. Yes.
Hey, and you said you bought them back.
Yes, you have bought them, but
conjectures.
You see, and your conjecture.
Oh, hold on, yeah, maybe. And she share Prof. Audrey Gadgeko, or she share before no crana a view about Covesta. Thank you. Or they are sending me anti-LGBTQ plus bill. There are some homosexual practices in Ghana and in Zima culture. Prof. Gadgeko claims MC Free Ghana web. Inti
when did you become a historian?
Mpacho jai. Inti no nanka mi se maame no so yentim fina no but o say oda na on comment.
We don't need a
sort of.
But make us
on the platform me here.
Thank you. Yeah. Entina we e fe no.
It's your fault. Ube boni pona fe.
Say I say I can economic you know.
Sir, enye na me nko time.
Na fe so. Te say ya make am. Obi e wo japade say owura kwa me despite. Daache ebekọ ba ne say ya brenye ya japade say. Uko say ya me fa Ken ne ba no nye example. Say so aware. Emre bi be ba e ma ne sa because on make say what uko warrior bonti ya japade e say oba no o share wo nti ya japade na nka ye family mu a nti ware wo nua no ba ko. It is going to happen and it will come so fast you'll be shocked. Now if it comes to economic reasons, sister, are we not competent enough to take care of ourselves? Yes.
Okay.
At least using agriculture as the mainstay. They are threatening us, America. Sister, their threat is just what it is that we have the capacity, the ability to also tell America that your companies in this country, if you are threatening us, we will also ensure that we ban them. Your military base will take it off. We give you less than 24 hours. You cannot come and dictate to a sovereign nation that accept my culture. In fact, it is a culture that probably dropped from the moon. And no moon, abominable one. You want to impose it on Africa? And look at the word aid. When we have mineral and natural resources that they are stealing from us, we can use to develop our Burkina Faso and Burkina Faso. Let me even use Burkina Faso. They had a coup, almost a coup. Within 1 year, almost the Omankasa gold refinery, all the machines of Modisi gold refinery were designed and manufactured in Burkina Faso. 30 years of so-called reintroduction of democracy. You to see gold refinery. What are we?
Yeah, before you go, only say Nigeria. One more similar law on the dada.
Yeah.
Anyway, you on the dada.
And no, 14 years. But northern Nigeria, Sharia law, you know, death sentence.
With our mineral resources, we are capable of harnessing it to take care of ourselves.
Thank you.
But in conclusion, America, many of the states have kicked against LGBTQ. And let me just mention so that somebody doesn't say, "Ebi ame bomb me team na meka."
Look at 50 states in Nigeria.
No. Many of them. Iowa, Missouri, many. I can mention about 35. All of them have kicked against LGBT.
And then in the
yes.
And that's the reason why.
And then you come here
making conscious effort like
and you take Africans for fools because our leaders have become puppets.
Seriously.
Americans are taking us for fools.
Oh, make a be impacho.
I'll repeat it.
No, please. I'll let you.
Okay. Omufi say, yeah, Jimmy.
Oh, Sebi.
Okay, Sebi. America, I'm telling you, Sebi. You think that
I get you, but once say Ghana and Libya will say Kasa when you
but you don't understand Sebi.
Thank you.
No, I know no pen on any Kasa.
No, the people who work at the embassy will explain to them that Sebi means I'm trying to put it into America. Sebi, you think that we are fools, so you want to impose your barbarism on us. It is impossible. Ghana will not accept it. And some of us will tell you if you don't want us to come to America, so be it.
Alfred, say economic reason now. You call IMF no, and so no conditions in one. Are we the only country I want Africa, and we are siak IMF no World Bank, and ye aid, loan, Bosnia, Omodiamaya, ye betia, ye nana nomni, ye nana council on Baba ye jumetia. Yes, she Senegal, ye in Kenya, over $1 billion facility from IMF. Zambia, the same thing, over $1.2 billion near from both IMF and World Bank. But omukra punishment, you know, and we danger yedi. Ti adenti no mudi ebo yimu.
Medasipi, yeah. When we are nekasa earlier on, woman otin has to say. Sometimes we conjecture, we assume, we think for someone. Me sure say nyama pia. I was conjecturing. Yeah, when I was in America, honorable assent. Nyama pia ye kan wahano about president no. We are thinking outside the box. Say ebia assumption
na me read comment to enti eyira me pacho say how abetimi apeke me biem na.
The American say nyama pia ye kan about president no. Adwen a ye adwen say president na edwen sa inti no yes no because onankasa mbe kan say ABCD inti
na me yes
oh like stating say president na asheda on person obe signing president can just on signing because my cast several times say bill ni embeda president need so even now that we speak no ye kasa no ya adwen na ye say president ni sign e bia dey na beto ni ma within 7 days obe signing. We don't know. We are just assuming because waka in say at the end of the day nima e be on sisa na adwen. No can say David, I think I have to sign and let my people know that we all do not want this. It could happen. Until ye can let us also be circumspect kakra ye ndwen who say listen ye can mani bakuna na ye dwan mani bakono in say automatically no sa na ye na adwen. We are all putting our heads together. Afenyo Makina woka na asemi. You were talking about Afenyo Makina on certain things in the AE. You know, can say all MPs near there. I mean, all these are things that ye come no. And no say Afenyo can say on pelo no. We all and MPP has stated categorically say obi ampe. na enne wutina we ba begina we nim
sometimes on kase on pe but oni ye no ebe
na me baby sa wasem no enne wuti ho na wo ba begina we nim no ka che say o I'm a lesbian wo behwe no ana wo beku no
medinatem no wa na bona so di be ye no kra na maka
we ye dem boa we ye dem boa sister we ye dem boa. I
hardly answer questions.
Yes.
But this one
no.
Tell me ti wo ya no aba ma me lesbian
wo be go fu
na wo bodam
wo be go fu
na mo be wo be ja
wo be go fu but you can't do anything. It is nkofu pia it is nkofu pia omoba ekonyim de be fia omobufu na ma je wo some parents will not allow you. That is why you say some.
And let me ask you.
That is why you said some.
I'm reversing the question. Also say ne oba bejina wenim e ka che say da Alfred mpacho me gay. Da Alfred me lesbian. Da Alfred me feel say was me worry cramai. Da Alfred asenya me ye mistake so twa me nsaba ko me kwa ma hospital ye twa me nsaba ko because queer for no they are part of it. What will you say?
I will sit down with the child. Me need let na say. Because you need to understand the psyche of the child. And say what saying tia or call that direction. What should know? Me si abutre. Masa, write it down. Write it down. Masa, write it down, please. You see, write it down. Write it down.
And you sit down with the child. Hold on, you sit down with the child.
Yes.
Now, hold on. One step at a time. Now,
I need to understand and appreciate the child. As everything I say.
So
now, me question assume ebo me ba. Mami and Lando always say.
Court and judge say, hey, what boy busunti kodemana.
Say judge no so be bisa.
Exactly.
And what I'm saying is say mebo.
Per this bill.
One say one person me way. Let me see the thought was.
Hold on, you don't lose it. So obi was situation nimo. Yes. Obi was situation. Yeah, I say me thought the better. I'm not me the ultimate draw. I'm back. Obi was that situation nimo. Yemfa ne sem rayaba eye ejuma. Bibi sa na ye de ne court. What goes on at the court or what will go on at the court, you know? Is it not a form of sitting down like you would have done?
Mami Misa, a day already any embremana. It's already in our books.
Advocacy.
No, it's already in our books.
Advocacy
is not in. But it's already in our books that you cannot do A, B, C, D.
What is in our books is incomplete.
Oh, madam, what do you mean by incomplete?
This is what I mean. Any emremu HSA de ubono said ya obi NGO obi be ko school akochira akola ni say hey okay
if the NGO na ko school say obet me ache school back one
in the Volta region NGO ko school ho ekoye entity ye ma omo ojumtini sister Debbie eko North Legon school any akola ni kokasa it was on social media it's so
I haven't seen it. Send it to me. We'll take the person out. We'll take the person out. Because it is our laws that you cannot.
Police call your report say so might be LGBTQ.
And you say police call no more close say.
What Mraben and police be jina so e dia prosecutium.
Na say ade no wo yen so that is why they went to put police inclusive office no. Inclusive office no.
Were they able to take them to court?
In that same instant na me na nka me land ache o say wo hwe wo bana so ma e che say obejai
na me hwe asuma na me ne wa
e no che say obejai. That is why I say that is why I make ache o say says that wo boy you cannot know what your child is doing when you are not there.
Okay,
what to be chilling now on 24 hours. The mere fact that washing at home don't even some of our brothers and sisters and I yanka sample ye nyama ye parents actually ye don't want ye. We still do it. And not just say ye jai. What I'm saying is you need to understand and appreciate the person. That is where you can now
show. Go back to the prostitution and stealing analogy. Akwalabi enam trafficking manajum wako riadie come ene no.
It could be said Suban no. It could be said Suban.
Take yours. I'll drop mine. It could be said it could be said Suban. It could be said Suban no.
Na Suban ya
fa
oh si aboche ya ma wo 10.
E wo game ni mu na ye njai no no fa sa Suban no entina se ensan fansan afoforo nso ana.
Yen kan say ye njai no. Watching at what happens. We take further action.
The action and aye sesi aye bibi o ya esi there be
anything in our law no it's not true anything in our laws neighbor anything in our law anything in our law e catch us say won't be here no what the kokota che say why you born etia o man no because o man state categorically say won't be here.
Okay,
so anything in our law books che say once it is not allowed to be done we are why you baby etiamra.
Okay,
so where are we coming from and where are we going to? Let us see how we can put things together.
Economic issue.
Economic issue.
Omo aye ni omo sensan omo ni
IMF ni sign e bibia say ye we a my friend say omo ma yen sika na bibi. I don't think it's like IMF.
So where from this statement from the Ministry of Finance?
However, there are other financial institutions that we deal with. Okay. IMF or we contribute to that funding. So anything that we need, they are obligated to help us.
But Ministry of Finance, calculate IMF,
the whole financial institution. Ministry of Finance let no anani statement no anani eya or liki no. Show say they are talking about the financial world. That everywhere you go, definitely there are some people who get against some of these things. It could go against us because they stated a categorical A of 3.8 billion. To alleviate some of the area also. And now make us say it is a president.
It could be.
Now say we also saw some letters from a outsider Abba and I yate about some letters Abba. Say if you are going to sign this, then almost on betrom if you enjoy.
Oh, there be okay. Maybe ambassadors ni be na social media or match but media me who letter be
yeah, but me so matter like entity here matter.
Oh, I see.
I'm yet to see it. I've even asked for a copy of it. Almost send a copy. So what I'm saying is everything that the president will do, the first priority, they say making sure say Emma come in shape and grow for.
Okay.
Because that is the most dangerous thing you ever want to happen in your country. If you are self-sufficient, now you be a different thing.
Into once you are not economic.
Yes, to make sure say the country will not come. And right now, Wusha and enjoy a year one of your sister other opening stations. No, now former finance minister, like I said, the country is picking up from the economic turbulence.
Okay.
So if you are picking up and we are getting to a place do you want to go back? Okay. That is the first question we ask.
Last one we say Utie president and Krateya Abe.
Yeah.
Now Utie in the previous way, it is bound to happen with more advocacy.
Yeah.
Now no one sign kase Ghana beyond aid. Now the toto ene statement or the Abe one. It was saying.
It is say mama catch and say yema microphone piepie. I ensure omo. Na say wada ne ho catch
so now we look at it from political side. Okay, so some more campaign parties, NPP, NDC, PNC, Afafranto, whoever.
They say I'm say only party bia. First one was LPG.
Which is only party bia.
Are they almost you dey feel?
I resign because of LGBT.
That's why you left.
Almost you with
I resign.
No, they be true. Me say some you with.
CPP no pam me.
But CPP no pam me. LPG.
I resign.
CPP. You catch say I resign because of LGBT or non believe in.
LPG. It is LGBT.
Any independent candidate good for Moko or man for no say what is your stance?
Our stand is straight and clear as a party.
As a candidate, as a party, or man for the Musa.
May say they can ask, and what I'm saying is as a party we've stated categorically we do not like it. But that doesn't mean memma ekoma de me ba because of this.
Munya clear kakra as a Chinese saying.
As a Chinese say, if anything would affect my child from having his lunch, his breakfast, and then the supper over there, I will make sure they get that one above anything else. Because I'm not killing anyone here.
Okay.
The question is that so sign here, maybe say a question. Say one sign here now, has it affected anybody on the street?
Yes, it is affected. Go to the seashores in the evening and see what goes on there. I won't cry her.
In cry her.
Ane.
Until when we say as someone walk and into era or regarding so
culture pushing them
I think I
don't believe try make more floor.
What is it?
It's not poverty.
What is it?
I believe that some people decide that that's how they want to behave. You have to talk to them to understand and appreciate them.
It is
to transform them,
but not all.
Poverty.
Research from
poverty.
Harmony group, no. You know that group.
Yes.
Omo research say ohia.
How many percentage now you here?
Even America.
Oh boy.
How
many percentage now?
US is ohia.
How many percentage now boy?
The first so let us be realistic. Afa who percentage. Na me ka say yes Ghana for do na who say no because
if ebema ohia aye more. If ebema ohia na aye more. If ebema ohia na aye more man ko 5 years adie na then I'll stop it. I will not sign so that Onyane hear more.
The fact that she mentioned shop.
Now on the matter of Sikana, Sikana kind, I wanted to say something on that. He said,
okay.
On me baby, any loan or any facility taken out of this country have through Parliament. And if Parliament knows say discover they keep on signing loans. Yeah. And it means the parliamentarians are not working. They are not working.
Because what you want to clarify the first I mention say empoano. It doesn't mean say encranfo.
No. Because I haven't said this
empoano. It doesn't mean some encranfo. And research ni aye. And you said that why somebody is in way say culture. I mean,
for proper human sexual rights, that is what more research on my and the papa more hanopa.
Yes,
I said we need there. Say 1 minute. 1 minute.
Kata. Football is World Cup said. Omo de to kasa fidie so say omo person be hu say obi de sa normally be abefam omo area ho.
Okay.
Into the whole world was news.
African games here the same.
Na yen as a sovereign nation ye dey ntumi here. Of course, na do ayi a sovereign nation if you 1st July na o mani sunsun we year free ho. Na mama experience it and we have experience in conclusion. Hey. And I remember Neat FM. On my way from this stretch I met a friend say filling station anymore.
Okay.
2 things happened.
Abekan Road.
Yes. One make another. My car crop is an understand. Elevated. Chanfai na me use.
Okay.
Dent be brave. Na dent na neni nyina na. Accident be a normal member you who are show kwan be brave. Me say immigration just right in front of immigration. But the car pim will be too because I was looking at something.
Then I will share.
Let me show back. I'm telling you the fact. Yes. The lady is an immigration lady. Now the way I would dress what tacky in to say nyame body any. I'm giving you practical experience.
1 minute no.
You see,
he's gone overboard. Who do you can't complain because of water? I mean that is your own way. That is your own
experience, me who honorable
practicality in conclusion.
Me who honorable kwano na sa ade no embehye mitrim.
O ne to eden dodo.
Exactly the case.
Ni ba bia anya akono.
Nti enura me ba ya.
Obi so be hu no de ne kan akobo na we bisa ne say den na esi.
Obi abo be say anya akopon eyi ewotwe onim o say
obi betime hu ya. Obi betime hu ya. Obi betime hu ya. Yes. Bible na e choose ade na they didn't bring the punishment for it.
Alfred.
The Bible bring the punishment for it.
Alfred, me conclude here.
Oh, me bisa ya. Some can say your loss no. Who say your loss no? Where is our watcher? Where's our watcher ya?
If you
what's your loss no? Your loss now my punishment.
Yes.
But
enti neighbor
we go there abuchi. I say we say abuchi.
Say mama
and then we never prepare.
Me ko dero.
Mama conclude.
Oh, watch dodo.
Some na wo interject.
Mo heke wo nya.
Why come me say na me say on join me o ka just on to me join guy.
Ekwan
bi watch you. See the am watch you.
Ekwan bi a.
Ka se mi na pon e.
Watch dodo.
Eko Ghana telecom
investment. Kan na yen kan yen
me drew home me home sister bi.
I said okay in the who.
I'm trying to. We cannot. It is natural. It is not natural. Say be will be. Na nipa no except be man ne kondo be man. It's impossible.
Oh, dear, no, you're waging. We papaya my science. Me emphasize
exactly the case.
Oh, that's a minute.
Emphasis.
I believe
that's a minute.
The American United said, His Excellency Nanado on signing, on signing your time.
What shows?
He should prove me wrong.
He doesn't need to prove you anything.
Oh, my brother.
Fred,
why
should you tell us that the president should prove it?
This morning. Maybe not me ref woman because Brofuna can yet you. Or say Ghana is known for your human rights and what
true or false.
And you know the
human rights.
And two of them na bibia side AC.
Kamala Harris by no catch any say no.
Oh yeah, and then why you rule you?
The person we can say at the end of the day no what you want to your person try to say at the end of court. Now we are very sure say court na consul no what it means they say the whole
they become strengthened.
He said okokota we wait for the result one can say court
we are
yeah tio me of the phone is say obi say
show head me
say okokot at the end of court
they hear alliance
no obe make sure say yes so far as our human rights record and you know the anxiety na war diplomatic call no mu they should be rest assured your situation no yes sisa no ye ma bibia ma me then wo no say ye dwin oba ne oba da bema ne bema gay lesbian queer ni we na wo kan ni na e no na ye dwin and it is the court on sign say kwa enti na me kan say and then no me kan say see the imam chief imam ni nim crop no so me kan ma me refi wo mo me see wo mo so mo rise up. And finally, again, I appeal to His Excellency the Vice President. Please, Timothy announced Alaji. Yes, come out. John Mahama has come out. Or say he abhors it. Or you're against. Or you're and I can say, why, yeah, and if you or say, and then he's against it.
Thank you. Alfred, 1 minute.
When you hear you talk.
At the right time he will talk. Say it's not his time. It's president time. I'm president. Live pure.
President
speak truth. Right wrong. And follow them. I say what you and this for no speak truth kakra. And I flip flop. Oh, mommy.
Yes. We say
some people want to take it onto a political line. On your politics, and I say the first one. I say that is what they are doing.
Maybe genetics. Maybe
they are going on a political line.
MPP communication team member. Yeah,